Alright, I welcome you back to this tutorial. In the first two videos, we saw how we can start out in the choosing of a website, and in the second, we saw how to structure our website. In this video, we are looking at how to design a mini design system. So, what is a design system? A design system is, at its simplest form, a set of building blocks that helps us to have a consistent look and feel of a product. It also helps to have a consistent experience about that product. Take for instance Google. I'm going to be using Google as an example because Google is a very known platform, especially as a search engine, although it has the capacity to do so much more. So now let's look at Google. We want to understand what is a design system, right? So I earlier said design system is a set of building blocks that help us to have a consistent feel and a consistent look and also a consistent experience across a product, be it a web application, a website, or a mobile application. Alright. The same way brand identity is to a firm, an organization, or a company, so also is a design system is to a product. Now, when you look at Coca-Cola, take for instance now, we all know that Coca-Cola has the red color as its main color to be used to identify it. There's no product you want to check out online or in the physical world or at their physical store or anywhere you see the trademark, the typography of the logo, you see the color of the product of the brand and of the company. Do you understand? So we are sure everywhere we see Coca-Cola, what we expect to see is the red color, no matter what it is. Now, looking at this color here, it is obvious without any bias that it is different from every other red color we have. Do you understand? So the way brand identity is to companies and organizations, that is the way a design system is to digital products also. Let me show us one more thing before we go to Google. Let me see another website we can work with. Okay, let's go to GT Bank. Yeah. Now, when we look across things that has to do with GT Bank, we will see the use of the orange color, and it is consistent across all their prints, their media, their apps, their websites, all and all. Now, that leads us to design system. So practically, when you are working with a company or a firm or a team, or you want to embark on a product, what you are expected to do is to understand what makes up their brand identity and how can it be deployed to become a design system you will be working with on the product of that team, company, or organization, or even in a business. Do you understand? So that's the way it is. Now let's take Google back now, and let's go back and check out Google. Now every one of us are well familiar with the logo, the blue, the red, the light color looking like yellow in between yellow and orange. We have the blue again, we have the green, we have the red. Now we are all aware of this particular color. Do you get? Now let's check out other products of Google. Let's go to the Google Meet as a case study. You can see that consistently we are having the blue icon. We are having the blue icon, and we look at the red color too, the same. You will see that it is the same view, and they are maintaining the use of green, the light orange, the blue, the red. It's being maintained constantly. You can see that at every instance of scrolling, we have the blue. Let's check out another product of Google. Let's look at Gmail. Let's look at how that design will be done. Now, if you can see also, you will discover that the same color blue that we have on the logo and that we have while checking out our Google Meet link, the landing page for Google Meet, is the same blue color we have consistently across. And if you notice also, you will see that the buttons are the same. Buttons are all the same. Do you understand? Look at it. The buttons are the same. Color usage, consistent, and don't forget what I defined the design system as is a set of blocks or building blocks that helps to have a consistent feel, a consistent experience concerning a product. So that is the way it is. Look at this icon box here, the blue icon, the blue black text, and then a lighter text color of black. You can understand now, and you can see the primary button, you can see the secondary button, you can see the tertiary button. All of them consistent with the color of Google. I think with that can help us. So finally, let's check out Coca-Cola's website and see what we have there, and then we'll now go back into Figma and get started with what we are working on. Now, looking at Coca-Cola's website, you discover that apparently there are other brands that they are focusing on. So they are maintaining a neutral color of black. You can see these are the buttons, a neutral color of black. Even the sliders are carrying black, a neutral color of black. And you would also recognize that each of the logos that we have here, now pay attention, we have the red, we have the green, we have the orange, we have the blue, we have the brown, we have the black. Each of the slider image has a touch of those colors, which is signifying their products, how their product is like. You understand? Or what their products look like in the outside world. Let's go to GT Bank finally. This is Guaranteed Trust Bank, and you can see from the onset that it is the use of orange that is consistent throughout. You got the link, the tertiary button, all orange. You got the primary button, all orange. That is it. Look at this alerts at the bottom here, also orange in color. Even the model and the cookies display, you're having orange secondary, primary and the secondary. So that is how it works across digital products. You want to have a design system that is consistent. So when someone goes from the media page, take for instance, is not seeing orange here, and when the same fellow goes to the F center or security, is seeing blue or yellow or green, that is no longer consistent. All right, having said all of this, let's go back to Figma now. We are back in Figma, and we are going to check out what we have on this landing page. So one of the things we need to spot out very quickly and immediately that we can see is this particular color looks like an orange. This color looks like a blue. We have the black, we have the orange again in this zoom out so you can all see. We have the orange, blue, black, we have white, orange, blue, blue, black, white. We have black, orange, blue, black, blue, black, orange, 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 orange. I'm sure that by now you are telling me you know what the color is now. So I'm going to come to this sidebar panel on the left hand side now, and I'm going to okay, let me just write design system, and I won't be doing a comprehensive design system here because what we just want to do is something minimal for this landing page. Now, okay, so let's get started with the first color. So for the first color, we are going to look at what the color code is from our design panel on the right hand side here. And you can see from here we have E65F559. All you have to do is copy. I'm going to come to the design system page, and I'm going to number one, create a frame, which although is not necessary because we'll be making use of plugins, but let's have it that way first. I would like to create 4 colors. I would like to create 4 colors. So I'll just copy this as the secondary color. That's the secondary color. Now, I will need 2 more colors, and that will be the black color. Is that my black? Okay, yeah. Don't worry. When we get there, we'll know what to do about it. And a color for white. All right. You will be thinking this is not the black color. Oh, we are going somewhere. Now, the next thing we would have to do is I use plugins to generate my color codes. And the reason for that is number one, it's faster. Number two, it is helpful in helping me to have a consistent and balanced shade of colors. Over 10 different shades, about 10 different shades of colors. So that helps me to not bother about having variations in the depth or the shade of what the colors I'll be generating are. So let's get to it. I'm going to come to the plugin option here. Plugin. I have the plugins already, but just for the sake of this tutorial, let's type it again. I make use of the foundation color generator plugin. Yeah, this is it. Now, when you run it, okay, so we have it already. What I'm going to do is, we have different parts of this, but I'm going to work with the material design color generator. I'll copy this color code here, Ctrl C or Command C, come here and Command V or Ctrl V, then run your colors here, and you can see different shades from orange 50 So in case you were even wondering, how will I know the color? Once you put your color code there, you will be able to get the name, generate the name for you. So you can see 50 orange in their shades and in their tones. Do you get it? In their shades and in their tones. So what I'm going to do is, number one, I'll create a palette for it. This is the palette that has been generated. Then I'll go ahead and create a style for this. Now, what are styles? Styles are like stored colors that you use across your design. So when you create styles, it will be displayed on this panel. All you have to do is click on your canvas. Don't click on anything, just click on the canvas as it is, and then all your styles will be displayed here. Also, when you create your typography, it will be displayed here. So let's create our style now. What style are we creating? We are creating the styles for these colors that have been generated. So create styles. And as you can see, we have color styles here. Foundation, and we have orange. Now, all the shades and tones of the orange color that was created are stored here for me. We'll see how this will be applied very shortly. Now, let's do the same for the blue, which is in our case the secondary color. Define it blue. Create your palette and create the styles too. And it will tell you 10 styles created. You can see that at the bottom here, 10 styles created. Yeah. So let's rearrange this. Okay. The next thing I want to do, I want to define my neutral colors. Why am I doing that? When we were going over this design, the landing page, you can see that even though we have the black text, here, we can see some gray colors. One for the input field itself and the other for the placeholder. You can also see labels, you can see the icons. So you want to define all of those things and how they are going to look like on your website. That's why we are going to be creating the black color. So all I have to do is press Ctrl/foundation. Yeah. And it gives me back. So go back to material design. Let's copy this color code 8080808080. Paste it here, define it, create your palette and create your styles. By the time you come back to your design panel, you'll be able to see the blue styles that were created and now the gray style that has been created. So let's do the needful. Okay, and finally the white color. Alright, so that is about setting up your color style guide. It's just like I said, a mini design system. If you want to go fully into the design system creation, we'll be looking at input fields, we'll be looking at buttons, we'll be looking at icons, we'll be looking at typography, we'll be looking at button states, but we're not doing all those things. In one of the videos, you can check it out. Other YouTubers, other YouTube videos that you can watch to give you a more comprehensive knowledge about how to design design systems. It's there. Just check it out in the channel. Alright, we are through with this. Now let's go back to our landing page and see how this can be applied. Let's take for instance, I want to change this button color from the normal orange, our primary orange color, and I want to change it to blue. All I have to do is come to this section of the field, click on this styles and variables option icon, and then click on blue. You can see that has changed. So this is how we apply changes to our colors once we have set up our style guide. can see. And also the usefulness of this is this. Let me explain. Let's take this out. Um, okay. All right. So I'm going to bring this out. I want to show something. Usually, when we, you can recollect, when we were checking out the button on the Google Meet landing page now, when we over on the button, it's changed. So that is a very, very important thing to consider when we are designing, and especially when we are working with developers. We want our users also to be able to see that, okay, there's an interaction going on over this particular element that I am looking at, or my mouse is hovering on. So if I want to give this maybe the overstate color now, I can easily do this. Now if you pay attention properly and in details, you will be able to say that this is different now. This is lighter, this is deeper. So if anybody is coming trying to over this, it changes from this state to this state, like from this color to this color. That is how it works. Alright, let's make progress. We've seen how we can define colors already. Understand? You can pick any color of your choice here. Depends on you. As you deem it fits. But let me go back to the blue. Now the next thing we'll be looking at is what fonts makes up this design or this landing page. We can see Monasans bold, font weight 60 pixel, line height 130%, and the auto height is set to this. It is not auto with auto height. Even though we'll be working with WordPress, it is basic and needful that we duly create all of these things in our design system. You might not be the one to work on the website. I mean, that is to develop the website. You might need to hand it over to the developer team, and you might not be there when they want to implement all of this. But when they have this design system, it is more or less like a documentation of all the things they need to know to work effectively. All right. So let's go on. Let's create the typographic textiles for this landing page, and after that, we would be able to go ahead and design the website. We are working with Monasana, so let me, if I let's give it enough breathing space. Yeah. So now let's change this to medium, and I'm going to be using a base size of 16. Let's go back to the landing page. What is the base size here? 16. Now what is 16? 16 is more or less like the standard reading text size for a website. If we, let me see, let's preview this. I'll give that time to load while take us through other parts of the landing page. So now, coming here, when we look at other sections, we want to know what is the minimum text size. You can see here also that it is 16. Even within the form, 16. So the base text size for this website is 16, and usually it is 16 across all most not, it can be all, but most websites just prefer to work with 16. Now let's look at how this is going to be displayed. Okay, still loading up. Oh, wonderful. And you can see that looking at it in the preview form, it is eligible enough to be read. We do the legwork to ensure you are provided best price for the best product. You can see the section, you can read it properly. So that is how, if we go lesser than this, we might not have a good accessibility. What we are writing might not be eligible enough to be read. Do you get it? So 16, 18, 20, maybe 20 for a large text size, 18 for a medium, 16 and 18 can be used. It depends on which or how well you want your text to be big. Boom. 16 is what they have used for this website, and that's what we'll be sticking to. So let's close this and go back to our design system page. So we are sticking with 16, and we'll be using a plugin to generate our text styles. Let's go back to the plugin option. I'm going to be using type scales. So type scales. There are many type scales plugins you can work with, but I usually work with this. So I don't want to stress myself. So what I'll just do is do H1. I prefer to do H1 from straight up. Alright, so it should change here. Then you can see that the base size is 16. We are working with the scale. My line height, maybe, I don't know, let's do a line height of, okay, that works. And then we are going to scale this down. So the scales is from 16 upward. How many font size do you want? How many font sizes do you want to generate going upward? And also below your base text size, how many font sizes do you want to generate? So I have 2 below it and I have 6. So excuse me. Practically, we can take this as our H6, H5, H4, H3, H2, H1. Now you're going to see something very interesting shortly. I want this to be H1. Can I change it? Awesome. I've not tried this before, so to be able to edit it is a very wonderful feature. Alright, so I have H1 now. Like I said, it's just something minimal for our design system. Generate. Now, when you generate, this is where you have, and you can see from here, we have 61 as the highest display or highest font size here. You can have higher, but remember we chose 6. H1, we have 61, we have 49, 39, 31, 25, 20. Let's go back to the landing page. Check out the highest text here, which is always the H1. Right. What's the font size? It says 60. And our plugin gives us 61. Let's check out the next big size here. 44. I think we have 41. Is it 41? Or 49? We have 49 here. The next one that looks close to this, we have 36, and our type scale plugin gives us 39. So you can see that it is still within a range. It's within a range. So that way we have a structured block element or a design system that we can work with all through this landing page. So what I'm going to do is, because I have these most of these headings as bold, I'm going to go ahead and create different variations of this typefaces. So let's do, okay, let's do this, uncheck this, and let's feel like this. Yeah. Mm, okay. So I'll name this to typography. Then I'm going to create different variations of this heading. So what I'll do is duplicate. Oh, okay. I guess we have to change the way it is auto laid out now. Back to horizontal. So I'm going to change the flow of auto layout to the horizontal layout. Yeah, that works now. So I'll duplicate everything at once, but I'm holding my option key or shift key, and I selected only the text blocks that I need, like the H1s I need. Then I'm going to click on my command key and D or control D to duplicate. I think 3 times is even okay. Let's delete this also once. So we can have here, still holding your command or control key. Let's reduce everything in weight. Do we have light here? I don't think we'll work with light. So let's leave it to medium. Now I'm selecting the second set and changing it to semi-bold, and the last set to bold. Alright, now that we are through with this, the next thing is to rename. You can see what I'm having here is type 13, type 10. So I would like to rename all of this. Control R or Command R, and then I'm going to call it H2. I'm just going to click go ahead and rename all of this. H2 and H3, 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 H4, 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 H5, H5, H6, H6, H6. So let me draw a line to differentiate the body text. I mean the paragraph text rather. Yeah, just going to fill. Uh, Alright. So now I'll go to my okay. One more thing. Yeah. I'll rename this. I'll just say H2. Understand? Then the same thing for this. Command R or Control R H3. Repeat the same thing. H4. H5. H6. Let's read this. H4. All right. Now, if we look across our typography panel here, under the layers, you see that we have consistently them renamed now. So what I'm just going to do is I would create for each of them their weights very quickly. Oh, okay. And then for the last one, we bold. Copy. Just paste. 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 Then I think I'm going to copy for medium again. Yep. That's for H3, H4, H5, H6. So all I will just have to go ahead and do now is select them and I'll style them with the plugin. The plugin is styler. This is it. So when you click on this drop down now, generate styles, and we are seeing styler running, created 15. So let's check our right hand side, and you can see that it has successfully helped us to create our style typography text styles. Okay, let's create for H1 now. And that is how it works. So we'll go back now to see how rearrange this now. I prefer it to start from the top. H2, H3, H4, H5. Now, finally, let's fix this. Oh, we should have created. Okay, let's duplicate this then. I would have loved this to be 18 instead of 20. So I'm going to deactivate this, call this 18. Alright, now this is the paragraph text size. I just want to do one and then I'll leave you to go and practice the rest. So I'm going to call this medium. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll call this medium. Now, you don't have to be confused about that. You don't have to be confused, like I said. If I let me not call it medium, it should be regular. But let's just leave it like that. Yeah, let's call it regular. Let's stick to. So what am I going to do? Let me rename this. yeah, and once I'm through with this, all I just have to do is style it and create the text style. But then there's something that you can do, because don't forget, you recollect that this is now the paragraph text. So let's just write paragraph, copy, so that by the time we style it, uh, it creates it on the under the paragraph text styles. What we have here is heading. So let's go ahead and style now. And it has successfully created our paragraph style. So you can go ahead and call this medium, call this small, call this large, and then create your styles. And looking at it now, we have successfully created a mini design, or let me just use it as a style guide for our project. Now, going forward, we'll now see how all of this will be applicable in the design of this website. So, I'll see you in the next video.